Good people will destroy you the moment you stop being useful. This harsh truth lies at the heart of Kafka's Metamorphosis, where Gregor Samsa's transformation reveals the fragile nature of family love when convenience is removed from the equation. Remember Gregor before his transformation? The dutiful son who worked tirelessly at a job he hated to pay off his parents' debts. The loving brother who planned to fund his sister's music education. By all measures, a selfless man surrounded by a family who seemed to love him in return. Good people, all of them. Yet what happened when Gregor could no longer provide? When his insect form made him a burden rather than a provider. First, his family showed concern. His sister Grete brought him food, cleaned his room, and showed small kindnesses. His parents expressed worry. But notice how quickly this facade crumbled. As days passed, their disgust grew stronger than their love. Their patience thinned as their finances suffered. The food became worse, his room neglected, and their visits rare. Most telling was how they spoke about him, no longer as Gregor but as it. The transformation in their language revealed the transformation in their hearts. The person they claimed to love became a problem to solve, then a burden to endure, and finally an embarrassment to remove. This is the painful reality many discover too late. Good people will care for you exactly to the extent that caring aligns with their interests. Cross that line, and their goodness shows its true limits. Think of those who fall seriously ill and watch friends gradually disappear. Consider elderly parents abandoned in care homes by children who once promised to always be there. Notice how quickly workplace, family, forgets laid-off colleagues. These aren't acts of evil people but of good people, whose goodness extends only as far as convenience allows. The Samsa family's final betrayal comes when Grete, once Gregor's greatest defender, declares, "We must try to get rid of it. Not him, it." The sister who knew it was still Gregor inside that shell decided his existence had become too costly. The parents who had happily accepted his sacrifices now nodded in agreement. His father used to throw apple at him with disgust. One day Gregor became injured and died, and their family problem was effectively solved. Their response? Relief, not grief. Gregor's memory was discarded as easily as his body. This is the cold mathematics of human relationships that we rarely acknowledge. People are good until goodness demands real sacrifice. They love until loving becomes difficult. They remain loyal until loyalty costs too much. The cruelest part isn't the abandonment itself, but that those who abandon you will justify their actions as necessary or even righteous. The Samsas didn't see themselves as betrayers, but as practical people making difficult decisions. In their minds, they remained good people even as they failed the person who had sacrificed everything for them. This is why you can't trust good people. Not because they intend harm, but because their goodness is conditional, fragile, and ultimately self-serving. When forced to choose between maintaining their self-image as good people and making genuine sacrifices for others, most will find ways to preserve the former while abandoning the latter. The bitter lesson of the Metamorphosis isn't just about family but about all human connections. Your value to others depends not on who you are but what you provide. When you can no longer offer utility, financial support, emotional comfort, social status, practical help, watch how quickly doors close and backs turn. True character is revealed not when caring is easy but when it demands sacrifice. The Samsas failed this test, as do most good people when truly challenged. Their goodness was performative rather than profound, conditional rather than absolute. So look carefully at those you trust. Ask not how they treat you in your strength, but how they might respond to your weakness. The Gregor in your life might one day be you. Or who knows, you can become like his father too.